on to video number 2. I think I've got the camera in a slightly better position than a previous video. Excuse me if things are a little bit out of kilter, as it were. I'm still trying to get the hang of this videoing malarkey, so I hope you can see me well. Yeah, this video I want to guide you through some recipes I've tried lately. The first one is a pancake recipe. I'll try and find a link and post it in the box below so you can check it out. It's Elizabeth's Kitchen Diary, and it's easy oatmeal pancakes with yoghurt and maple syrup. I have to say, I made these for breakfast the other day, and I have to say that actually the nicest pancakes I've ever made, get absolutely amazing. The recipe is actually for 4 serves, so obviously I reduced it. So it's porridge oats. For one person, I used about just under 1 ounce, so about 15 grams approximately. I used 75 millimetres approximately milk. I used a small amount of vanilla essence, just a pinch, egg, a little bit of oil, 42 grams of plain flour, so between 1 and 2 ounces, a very small pinch of bicarb of soda, and then it's got maple syrup and yoghurt. She recommends using strawberry, but plain works too. I used raspberry kefir, a raspberry kefir smoothie, which was naturally sweetened with fruit puree, because I thought I'm already adding maple syrup, so I didn't want to get a yoghurty thing that had loads and loads of refined sugars in it. Anyway, so what you do is you place the milk and oats in a bowl and you soak them for a little while. While they're soaking, mix the egg, oil and vinegar together in a jug, and then you sift together the flour and a baking soda. You add the soaked oats and egg mixture. You stir everything together, and then you mix the yoghurt and the syrup together. As I say, I used a raspberry kefir smoothie. I just used half of a bottle, but that works really well. So in a small bowl, I mixed that with a little bit of maple syrup. So then you cook the pancakes. So you ladle that into a hot frying pan, with a little, where you've heated up a little bit of oil or butter, what have you. So then you cook that and you flip it, when bubbles appear. My first one actually broke apart. The second one was perfect, so it often takes a bit of trial and error. I made 2. You make about 2 pancakes out of this mixture. You might be able to make 3, but it depends how thin you want them. Or you could just make 1 big one. So yeah, you cook that, and then what I did was I put the pancake on a plate. I poured over the kefir maple mixture and topped it with blueberries and sliced banana. Although there was quite a lot of kefir, it did stay on the plate. It was quite runny, but it didn't spill out over the plate. It would have done if I used a whole bottle, but I just used half a bottle. And the pancakes actually naturally soaked up the kefir liquid anyway, so it worked really well. I used a knife and fork to eat it with. It was amazing. Seriously, check this one out. It's one of the best pancakes I've ever tried. So I was really pleased with that. The other thing I've made recently... Don't move. Yeah, the other thing I've made recently, which I've actually made 2 nights in a row now, but I'm going to make again because I've got the ingredients. Sometimes I have all the ingredients, so I'll just end up making it 3 nights in a row. It's just easier that way. It's from Delicious magazine, so I'll try and put that on the link below as well. It's for polenta. It's called Quick Polenta with mushroom and leek stroganoff. It's for 2 people, but I cut it down for 1. This one is a dish to make. Do not make this if you're watching your cholesterol or on a diet, because this one is seriously high in fat. It is very fatty. I don't have much fat. My diet is pretty low in fat, so now and again I can justify it. So it contains butter, it contains a finely sliced leek, garlic clove finely chopped, mixed mushrooms. It says you can either use chestnut, butter and a mini portobello mixture, sliced, quartered, halved or left whole depending on the size. Half a tablespoon for 1 person of brandy. I don't drink alcohol, so I used apple juice instead. The apple juice I used actually also had ginger in it. I got it from Waitrose, and it also had added fibre, so it's a bit healthier than regular apple juice, and it's really, really nice. Now, here's the fatty bit. Double cream. I can't believe how much double cream it recommends in this recipe. For 2 people, that's 300 millimetres. Like, whoa, I'm going to use 300 millimetres. And that translates as about 150 for 1. Still too much. I mean, if you think 30 mils of double cream is about portion, I could just about justify 60 mils, which is what I used, because I thought, I could double it, but I'm not going to see that. I mean, I'm talking here double cream, come on. So, yeah, I think I used about 60 mils, but each to their own. If you wanted to be really healthy, you could substitute your double cream for Greek yoghurt. Mixed with milk's an alternative, but, at the end of the day, we only live once, and now again, double cream is very nice. And, you know, I'm not on a diet, I'm not watching my cholesterol or anything like that, so I don't count calories or anything like that, so it's not something I have that often, so, you know, went for it. But yeah, 60 mils is about my limit on that one. Got to remember, because also recommends butter as well. Squeeze of lemon juice. Now it says here instant polenta, such as Merchant Gourmet. I used coarse polenta though. Obviously if you're using instant, now only took a minute or two. My one took 30 minutes of stirring because I used a coarse one. Again it says 50 grams for two, so about 25 grams for one, of dulce latte or grated parmesan. I just use a very small little portion of grated cheddar cheese though. So what you do is you melt half a cup of butter in a frying pan over a medium heat. I actually use olive oil because I thought it already had cheese and double cream in it. You know, it's limited how far I was going to go on that one. I thought, ooh, that'd be a bit excessive. But yeah, you can use butter if you want to add even more fat of that saturated fat to it. And then you add sliced leek and fry for 3 to 4 minutes. You then add garlic, fry for a minute. And then the recipe recommends then removing the leek from the pan and setting aside. I thought that was a little bit faffy, so I just kept the leek in a pan, you know. Turn up the heat, add the mushrooms with a splash of water and fry for about 4 minutes until golden. Return the leeks to the pan, add the brandy or the apple juice substitute and fry for a minute. Then you stir through, if this is 2 people, it says 200 mils of cream. So if there's one, if you're following the recipe strictly, that'd be 100 mils of cream for one. But as I said, I added about 30 mils at that juncture because I didn't want to use it in excess. Bubble for 2 minutes, add a splash of water to loosen slightly, squeeze a lemon and season well. So that's the sauce. Again, you cook the polenta. When you finish cooking the polenta, you add the remaining little bit of butter, and then I added an extra 30 mils of cream. If you're following the recipe to be exact, and you're doing it for one person, that would be another 100 mils of cream, which is a lot. So it depends if you want to follow the recipe a lot, or if you want to cut back on the cream a bit. And then you also add the grated cheese at that point, and you stir well and season with some black pepper. And then you serve the stroganoff with the polenta and garnish with some chopped parsley. I just used some dried parsley though, and that worked well. So it was really very good, but as I say, not one to eat if you're watching your cholesterol. That one is a very, very fattening dish, but fattening dishes are often the tastiest dishes. How I wish I could have this one every day. Seriously, I would if it wasn't unhealthy to do so. Personally, however, I don't actually think that double cream is all that bad for you in moderation. I take the line that everything in moderation, you know, the golden rule. It's not something to have in excess, obviously, but now and again it can be a nice treat, and as part of a healthy, balanced diet, you know, there's nothing wrong with a bit of double cream now and again, and it can be very enjoyable to eat. So there you have it. There are the 2 recipes I'm going to share with you today. So I hope you have a good week. I'll endeavour to try and answer the rest of your questions another week. Do please continue to ask me more questions. I'll always try and answer all your questions. I know one of you asked me a question about Carl Jung. You wanted to know what I thought about some of Carl Jung's theories. I am interested in Carl Jung. I don't know much about it, but I am aware that he was a very interesting man and talked a lot about identity and things like that. I think it's quite interesting. So I would like to try and answer that question at some point. But as I say, it might not be to the end of this year. I can't give an exact date, so I need to research it. But I haven't forgotten. And all your other questions as well. Also, if you've got any questions you'd like to know about autism or anything like that, do feel free to answer them, because I'm aware a lot of my videos are about cooking and things like that, because obviously that's one of my major special interests. So it is kind of connected to autism, because it's one of my major passions. You know, us autistics, we like to have our special interests. But if you want something more specifically about autism, my experiences with autism, do please ask me those questions, and I'll try my best to answer them. So anyway, I hope you have a good week, and I look forward to speaking to you again next Wednesday. So thank you for watching.